not having you're not having any classes, right? Now it's holidays, right? So the last topic is still statistics. Correct, eh? Okay. So let's see. Can we just try question 12? I do not know whether we've done question 12 or not, but maybe we revise question 12 first and then we move on.
I think we did this already.
We have done, huh? Okay. So we try the next one. Okay, this one you need some time to break it down. Because you got to take your time to think through carefully. Are you confused by the question? No. We are doing just age, eh?
I found the total of A, B, and C.
Sorry, what did you say? You found the what?
The total of A, B, and C.
Okay, what's the total?
288.
Okay, good. Okay, so what about, okay, means you the total for everything you also get lah. I mean, you have 288. Okay, great. Okay, can you guess which number appears more than one?
90.
So we can assume maybe there's two of 90 first. Yeah, so now imagine, now can you arrange them in a row from small to big? And then there are, how many numbers are there? Or how many days? There's 7 days, right? So the median will be in position number the middle position
97.
97. But the median is, they give you 96. But in which position now? Let's say now you be arrange it. Okay, let's start with the smallest. You tell me what the numbers are.
90.
85 first. 85. Okay, then
90.
90. We assume there's one more lah, because it's the mode,
90.
right? Let's say it's twice. 90
96.
and 96. Good. And then
97.
97
105.
and 105. So now, which one is they tell us the median is 96. So this is 96, right? So there's three numbers on this side. There will also be three numbers on this side. That means there is only 290, because mode can be more than two, correct? It might be three, can be four, but there's now one more unknown. And this unknown is on the right hand side. Do you agree? So now you have six numbers already. And you know what is A and what is B, right? Okay, A, okay, let's say we don't bother with A, B, C, but I mean, we look at this. B is smaller than A, B is bigger than A, C is bigger than B. So that means C is the biggest. So we assume C is somewhere here, lah, right? So A and B we have found already, right? This is B lah, because this was not in the list here. Do you agree? And A is one of these 90. Do you agree with? Yes, right. You see, by writing it down now, we have actually discovered A is the smallest number. So A must be 90, because they tell us that the mode is 90. Number two, the median is 96. The 96 was not in this original one, so this must be B. So now you can find C, because you got all the other numbers. And what is C?
C is 102.
Yes, 102. Okay, well done. So how, okay, na? This one is okay, eh? Okay, I'm gonna teach you something else, and then the next lesson we'll combine both of them. Is that okay? So more or less you're all right with mode, median, mean, right? Because mode, median, mean is actually one of the last topics, you know. Did your teacher give you the sequence of the topics? What is gonna come next? Do you know? So that's why your school is a little bit, I won't say odd lah, but it's doing like the very last, almost the very last chapter. This is the second last chapter, you know. You know that. So I'm now going to go to the much earlier one, which is very easy to master. So we get it over, and then next lesson we'll revise both of these topics together. Okay, just a moment. I am going to.
Do you need the list for common test 2?
Oh, okay. Can. Common test 2, when is that?
I think it's in August.
August. Okay, can. I mean, if you can send me. You're WhatsApping me, is it?
Yeah.
you can't find, it's okay, Emma. Then we go through this first lah. Oh, you already said. Okay, we just go through this. This is very simple. Then the next lesson, I will do one of the rest. Is it okay? Okay, this is really very simple lah. Okay, this is called Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras lived about 2,000 years ago, and this is what he found out lah. Okay, this is only for right angle triangles. Only for right angle triangles. The longest part is called hypotenuse. This, we call this C. They found out that if you square this and you square this, that means A squared plus B squared is equals to C squared. That's what it means. Very simple. So now this is the formula here. C squared is equals to A squared plus B squared. Okay, that's what we're gonna do the whole of the rest of this lesson again, so that you are able to master this. And so can you try, let's say now, to do, oh no, this one now, do this one. Can you find the value of x over here? Remember, this squared, you add together is equals to 39 squared. Can you find what is x? Normally students are just confused. They don't get it. Why? Okay. We can do the experiment, but we don't have, yeah, but anyway, you try.
Does it become 36 square?
Yeah, let's write it. Okay, maybe we do the first one together, okay? So 39, oh, sorry. 39 square is equals to x square plus 36 square. Then you leave x square on this side lah, okay? So 39 square is minus 36 square is equals to x square. So you find out what this is. What number is this? I put it like that. Now x square is equals to what?
225.
Good. Okay, so now you want to find what x is. So square root it, please. Can you find the square root of 225?
15.
15. That is how you get answer. Is it simple? Quite simple. So this is quite simple. Okay, as we can see, I just show you the, okay, or they didn't show lah. They didn't show now. So now let me try again. Can you try these two? A and B. 1A and 1B.
169.
169. Okay, I have not. Okay, the next one. No, 169. Do you square root it? You must square root it.
13.
How much? 13. Yeah, okay, well done. And what about the next one? B? Eight. You see, you will soon be bored doing this. That is that easy. Can you try D now? Okay, well done. Fast, huh? Okay, so down here. Okay, now down here, we do not know whether this is a right angle or not. But if it is a right angle, if let's say this one is a right angle, d square plus d square equals to d square. Can you check whether 28 square plus 21 square equals to 35 square? If it is, it's a right angle. Same thing you do for here. So you got to determine whether A is a right angle, B is a right angle. A is a right angle. Okay, what about B?
Isn't it the same answer?
Same answer for B, no? Is it okay? You try what is 1.5 square plus 2 square.
I thought you meant the.
You said A you have done, right? A is already right angle here. Now what about B? You're not confused, right, Emma? No, huh? In other words, find DE lah. Is DE 2.4? That's what it is. If it is 2.4, no, it's not. So that means you can use Pythagoras theorem to tell, even without knowing whether it's a right angle or not, whether the triangles are right angle or not. From here, you can tell this is a right angle. Now here, this is not a right angle. Because I think this is supposed to be 2.5, right? Or something, yeah. So down here, notice, no, mathematics is that precise. Okay, there's so many rules. For me, this only proves that man did not invent this rule. No, this is discovery of the rule. That means the rules were there. So it means who put the rules there actually. This one now. This is a little bit interesting. Can you try D now? Is this the rule?
Do I have to square root it again?
Do you need to square root it? No need. You see whether do they add up together?
Yeah.
Okay, I show you this one because this is actually quite a unique one. What is the square root of 4? When you square it, it becomes 4, right? Because now this is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we must do something like that, you know. Correct? When you do this, you find out that this will be 4 plus 4. You're squaring the square root disappear. You see the 4 becomes 4 like that. You're squaring the square root disappear. So when you square this, you get 8 according to this logic lah. So this is correct. Notice, when you square this, you get 4, correct? Because you say square root is 2. 2 times 2, you get 4, what? Right? When you square root, okay, I do step by step down here. Let's say now down here. When we want to, so we must square root it first. So when you square root it, you get 2 to the power of 2. And then after it becomes 4. Do you agree? So that means down here, when we square this one, this will be equals to 8. You see? You look down here. Can see not? So that means square of this is 4. The square of this is 4. The square of this is 8. 4 plus 4 equals to 8. Are we okay? Okay. Okay, this is just a more complex way of writing Okay, can you try now question number 6? Okay, you just do B lah. You just do B because AD is already 15. You don't need to prove it lah. They tell you this is 15. Can you find CD? This one here. You find CD. Can Emma? Can. They tell you this is 15. This is 15. Now, also not only that, this sentence tells you that they are right and both are right angle triangles. So this is a right angle.
$36.
36, yes, 36. Okay. It's easy, right? So notice that's what Pythagoras is all about. It's just that simple formula, but the questions will look alarmingly difficult lah, but it's not. Remember, it's just that simple. You read this question and you try.
Um,
Yes,
12.
12, correct. So what is yx? The whole line. Don't need to 20, good. YZ?
17.
17. Hold on. How you get 17? Remember, the whole thing here is 20, you know. The whole thing is 20. So 15.
20.
25, yes. Are you getting bored, Emma? No. It's too easy. I'm getting bored. But it's good. Getting bored, that means too easy. Okay, now we try this one. Wait. What? What is this thing? Oh my goodness. How come this thing is here? Hold on. Okay, can you do this? But I don't know how this thing become a part of it. Okay, but anyway, you ignore this part here. All right, you try this. Can you form an equation down here for this one? An equation must have an equal sign. What happened?
square plus 18 square equals x plus 4.
Okay, can you solve it then? You solve it. Tell me again, what's your thing? X square plus 18
square
square equals to
x plus 4.
x plus 4 square. Okay, so you got to expand this one. Okay, so can you solve it straight? You got to expand it out. Huh?
X is 4.
4. Okay, please show me your working. Do you use do you write it down or on calculator?
I wrote it down.
Okay, show me. You gonna WhatsApp me or you gonna? Okay, you show me. You try to yeah, put it there. Okay, hold on. Yeah, just further behind. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks. Okay, I got it. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So let us see. Emma has forgotten how to do this. Emma, you gotta be careful, Emma. Down here, remember not, Emma, this one? X times x, x squared, correct. And then x times 4, 4x. Then 4 times x, 4x. Then 4 times 4, 16. So that means we got, I cannot assume, no, I must always test you. Okay, so this part down here, this part is a scary part of Emma. You know that? So got to be careful. So I mean, I got to check.
Minus 1.
Sorry?
-4.
Okay, show me again, show me again, show me again. Something is, something. You got to check. You got to move slightly back. Yeah, slightly back. Yeah, hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Thank you very much. Thanks. Okay. So, hold on. Okay, so let us see. So now down here is correct. Your expansion is correct. So well done. Okay. So let us see now what happened. You brought this over. Okay. Minus 8x. Minus 8x. There's an 18 over here, no? No. So the 18 disappeared. You bring over there, it becomes something. Hold on, something is not right. This 18 is a 18 square, remember, miss? This is supposed to be square. Correct. So you get a much bigger number. When you bring over there, the bigger number is now minus something. So it's minus the 18 square. But what is it? So you get something like this. You must write down the answer. Then minus minus, you can get rid of that. Then you can get the answer. So you got to be careful, Emma. It's not that you do not know how to do. You just got to be careful.
A decimal.
Is it what's your decimal? Is this your answer?
5.
5. Yeah, this is the answer. Okay. All right, now. So you got to be careful. So at this stage, actually, you have actually mastered most of the stuff already. So you just need to be careful only. Okay, we try this one. Let me try this one. 4, okay, well done. So there's a ratio question here. Okay, can you try to get what BD is? Ken? So BC is 2, BD is 5. Then you say this is 4, right? So therefore this is what?
2.5.
Can it be 2.5? Because how do you get from here to here? You times by 2, correct? So you times by 2 lah. Don't divide by 2. You times by 2, so you get 10. So now this whole thing here is 10. So the last question is asking you for AD. What is AD? You'll get a decimal lah. You can give to one decimal place.
10.4.
Okay, well done. 10.4. 10.4. Okay, let's see. Can you try this? Okay, the first one should be easy.
Fifteen.
15. The length of OA.
OA
What
is
is
OA is 9.
OA is 9, and then the other one
B is 12.
12. Okay. Then the other one you get 15, is it? 15. Length AB, yeah. Okay. Okay. You move on to the perimeter then. Let me just check. 15 is correct. Okay. So perimeter.
60.
60, yes. So how is it? Easy, not? Quite easy, yeah. Now you must just take note. The diagonals in rhombus, they will meet at 90 degrees. This is something special about rhombus. What is a rhombus? Rhombus is like a Sengat square lah. The square down here needs to be 90 degrees, but this is not 90 degrees. This is not 90 degrees. So, but all these sides are the same. There's a rhombus, a secant square, but inside here, the 90 degrees is found here. That's the interesting part of a rhombus. Let's move on. Sorry. Can you try this one?
9.
9. Okay. Hold on now. X, Y is 9. Okay, can you try the next one? 9 is correct, yeah? Okay. So I shaded for, yeah, this, we are talking about the triangle here, this triangle here. This is now, the area is given as 24. So to find out that, you must write down the formula. What's the formula for area of triangle, and then make that equal to 24. Fill in the unknown, and then you have the last unknown, which is most probably length YT. You know what I'm talking about? Your formula, you write the formula, answer equals to 24, and then you fill in those that you know.
I found the area of TZY.
TZY, okay. So what is the area?
30.
30. How do you get that? How do you know it's 30? Do you know this side? The whole thing that's now you say is 9, right? So how, actually you want to find this part down here actually. If you know this part, so now let us rotate. Let us rotate this. Okay, we rotate view. Okay, now down here now, we gotta ask you now, this shaded yellow part on here, that's a triangle, right? The formula for triangle is half times base times height. Now, you have to identify the base and height of this triangle. Otherwise, oops, otherwise you cannot solve it. Just a moment. See? Okay, so otherwise you can't solve it. So now my question to you is, where is the base and height of this yellow triangle? Where's the base?
XT.
XT is the base, good. So this, let's call it X. Okay, so now this is half times X. Where is the height?
Well,
Sorry, 12. 12. 12 is correct. So you can already do it now. See? Times 12. Okay, so you're correct. This is 12, times 12. In fact, you can do you can get the answer by straight away doing the cancellation. Now you can see divide by 2, you get 1, divide by 2. You know, you can, because this is like that, you know, you can up and down, you can divide, you get 6. 6 times what equals to 24?
3.
4. Okay, 6 times 4. Okay, so that means this is where it is lah. So yeah. Alternatively, you can say half of 12 is 6. You'll get 6x equals to 24, and then x equals to 4, something like that. So the confidence of being able to do it must be there, ma. Okay, you got to believe that you can do it. Otherwise, yeah, you can do it lah. I'm sure you can do it. I'm very sure you can do it. Okay, so we move on to the next one. Okay, we have already done this. So now let's move to this one. You see, in building a bridge, now they want to build a bridge like that. They need to know what is this length, you know. And they need to, if they do not have such formulas, how are they going to build such bridges? Can you imagine? They say, no, let us build a model. Then you got to build an actual model. How big it's going to be? So these formulas now become very, very important, right? You, depending on your height and based on here, we can calculate this by formula, and you'll be very, very accurate. But in actual bridge building, just like you notice, do you notice the gaps in the MRT lines? You notice that? Then pigeons will be going into the structures. You know what's that for, right? You know what I'm talking about? Okay. What is that for? The gaps there. The pigeons will go in. Let me see whether I can. Do you know what that is for? No. Okay. We just have a look. This is something now. So MRT bridge lah. Is it? We call it MRT bridge outdoor. You can see my screen, right? But the Singapore one, this one is Singapore. So let us look at the images now. Okay, this thing down here, can you see not this thing? You, hold on. Can you see this thing here? There's a spacing here. Then the birds will go inside here. Why do they put the spacing? They should just fill it up, right? What do you think is going to happen if they fill it up? You know, this is under the hot sun, you know, under the hot sun, there's going to be expansion. In other words, the expansion is going to be very slight, but it will cause cracks. So this part down here is slightly movable. So I do not know whether the pigeons get crushed on very, very hot days. They go inside there, this thing expands, there's no space for them. Right? So you can see the effect of it at the sites of drains. Now, have you noticed not drains? Okay, Singapore, grass, let's say patch beside drain, let's say. I do not know whether you have seen. I mean, sometimes if you observe in the drain down here, there's an opening, an opening space. Have you noticed now? Beside the, longkang, where's the longkang? The HDB drain. Maybe we don't call it drain, drainage. Drainage. There's a small drain, right? HDB flat. Now, these are things you need to know, because sometimes the where the long, they have a small drain at the bottom of the flat, bottom of flat. Okay, drain HDB flat. Let's see. Maybe I just put like that. Drain. Ground floor. They don't have a drain ground floor. You know the longkang, drain. Sorry, just one ground floor. If I can get it, it'll be good. Yeah, yucks. You see this drain, right? Okay, if you look down here, this one, this thing down here, you can see all these cracks. This is done, caused by the expansion contraction. Sometimes the part down here, you find it's open up slightly. So much so you can put 1 or 2 fingers inside here. Do you notice that? You go and have a look at the grass patch below your flat. You see, is there a space down here? You will find some of them in small space, some is big space. In the beginning, that space wasn't there, but it's due to the expansion and contraction of this concrete. So this proves that the expansion and contraction takes place. Can you imagine now what would happen if, let's say, the MRT's bridges and whatnot, the structures do not have that? Mati lah, habis. So the same thing, they have to have allowances for that. Otherwise, the whole bridges will crack and fall. Okay, but anyway, but this is something real lah. You need to find out about. Okay, okay, let us see now. Okay, this one. Can you try these two buildings? I have. Okay, you read the question. You see whether you understand. Sorry. I'm trying to get rid of this thing. So what's the difference in height for the first one, and then difference in height? $55, well done. Now they tell you the difference, down here, I just say, where the horizontal distance between the two tallest points here. The horizontal distance from here to here is 460. That means from here to here is also, sorry, from the top point here to here is also 460. So just to draw for you, and then down here to here is also 460. Okay, so now what does it mean? You move on to the next question, B. Do you know what the next question is saying? They want you to find the top from here to here. This part, they want you to find this. But remember, you know this you know already. And this one you know is 55, correct? Can you solve it, please? You'll get very big numbers.
463.28.
Yes, well done. Okay. So how? Is it simple now? Very simple, right? But it really depends on whether you're going to be careful, because that's what it is now. Now, I really believe, now actually for you, two things in it. Whether you're going to be careful and whether you believe in yourself now. If you don't believe in yourself, then somehow the mind will backtrack, and then you wrote like what you wrote just now. Remember the expansion thing? Because the expansion thing, like x plus 4 square, you have been doing it over and over, you got no problem with it. How come suddenly the mind can go into that mode? Okay, this happens to some students when they are not conscious. It means your mind is not totally here. It's like auto mode. You know auto mode? People playing guitar, I do not know whether I've given you this example. People playing guitar, they don't look at every time they play guitar, they don't look at their fingers. They, like playing soccer, they want to kick the ball. They don't look at their feet, they look at the ball. Because the skills is already become muscle memory. Like playing piano, they don't need to, they can just look at the music sheet and start playing. Do you notice that? So this thing is now in auto mode, it's in the subconscious. So what am I saying? I'm saying some of the mistakes they have done earlier has gone to your subconscious. And this happened from primary school. So that lack of confidence, sometimes it goes into subconscious, that panic mode, whatever, is in the you know what subconscious? That means you are not conscious about it. That means you don't realize now. So when your mind drifts, floating, it will go back into that mode. Just like, for example, if a person now is going back home, like my brother, for example, he drives a car, he sometimes is listening to something, he doesn't know what he's doing, but he can reach his home or the workplace without really thinking. And I think to himself, I can't remember driving there. You know? This is in the subconscious already. So even without paying attention, he can reach the end. I think. In the case that you have now, Desnam, when your mind drifts, sometimes it will go into illogical strategies. Whatever you have been learning, it forgets, no. So your mind got to be very conscious, especially during exam. But this is also dependent on how confident you are, you know. You say, I don't know, this one are very tough. You saw the question is not so tough, right? You just need to believe in yourself. It's like, for example, if you start to doubt that you can walk a straight line, can you imagine what's going to happen? You will doubt, you start believing, I cannot walk a straight line. Then you will start to question yourself now. That's the only thing now, Emma. And perhaps the third one is practice, because you may have forgotten the strategies. So 3 things. Number 1, you got to be conscious. Number 2, you got to be careful, not careless. Number 3, you got to practice so that you remember some of this, it comes back to you. And these are basic things for everyone. You can do it. I do not know whether you believe me. Do you believe me? I've been teaching so many students who are much weaker than you. Much weaker than you. And if they can do it, yours you have really mastered. Sometimes you lose confidence. There's this story, okay, I'll tell you this story. Have you heard of the Mayan and all that? Okay, the Mayan civilization. You know how they okay, I will prove it to you later on. There was two explorers, and these explorers had with them less than 100 men. But these civilizations in South America, they have more than 5 million. Yet that few hundred men, with guns, they destroyed the 5 million. You know, if the 5 million just jump on them or spat on them, they would have died. Let's say now you got 5 million people spitting on you. Can you imagine what's going to happen? You're all the spittle, you can't even breathe, right? So, but they destroyed this less than 100 men on a ship. Were able to destroy a civilization of more than 5 million people. Impossible. Why? Because that civilization had certain doubts in them. In fact, they have certain beliefs that men with golden hair will come and they will destroy our civilization. Once you start believing that, they gave up. You understand what I mean? Because they say, I cannot do anything. You got 5 million people, you can just, even if a few of them got shot, because in the olden days, the guns not like brrr, it's fire, and then it takes a few seconds to reload, It might be 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Have you seen 17 something, 16 something, that during the time of Malaccan Sultan, they have to reload. It takes about 10, 15 seconds before you can fire. During that 10, 15 seconds, you know how many people can jump on you? And with a knife, they can chop you. You know what I mean? But the whole civilization just went to pieces. Why? Because the natives doubted themselves. So the point is, once you doubt yourself, you're asking for trouble. Why? Because I do not know whether you know this. In us, actually, there's a Korean. Okay, I can prove to you with the Native American. This one you need to know. Okay, so in us, all of us, there is this nagging. There's a few books you can read. As a Man Thinketh. If you want this book, I can get the free version for you. This one book, As a Man Thinketh, by James Allen. This is a 100-plus-year-old book. It talks about why the mind will go into negative mode, start to doubt itself. But there is this thing, okay? Good wolf, bad wolf. Bad wolf. This is a Cherokee, let's say. Now down here, let us see. This is, where is it? Can you see that? You can see, right? You see? Inside each of us, there are 2 wolves. One is evil and one is good. This one, they say, is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. There's a good one, is joy, peace, love, serenity, humility, kindness, whatever. But according to the Islamic culture, if you watch Donald Duck, have you seen Donald Duck, the good duck and the bad duck? Ever seen that? The inside Islamic culture, actually, in all of us, actually, there's what we call a Quran. Everyone has that. So sometimes bad ideas, you actually think about it now, but it doesn't come from you, no. This thing will always be telling you to relax, do this. They will always urge you to be able to do the bad things now, and to also doubt yourself and to not believe. So you got to fight against that, because this thing now is not you, no. This thing is not you now. We can. I would need more time to explain to you about this, but this thing is inside you, is inside me. It's a different creature actually. So the whole function of religion, Islam, for example, is for you to be able to conquer that inside you. If you are able to conquer that, that voice inside you or feeling cannot bother you at all. Once you reach that stage, you become like a perfect human being. This is the Islamic version now. But other religions have other versions, but theirs is actually a corrupted version. I mean, I don't have time to prove it, but it is actually making you to be actually the ideal human being. So this thing is inside all of us. So you must remember, this thing is going to tell you to doubt yourself. You think it's you, but it's not you. This thing whispering is not you. But the moment you believe it and you absorb it and make it a belief of yourself and a habit, that's a part of you. So the initial prompting is not from you. This is, if you read, you know, have you heard that surah? That surah is talking about that thing inside, the whispering, you know. So it's asking Allah to protect us from that whispering. Now, why did God created us that way? That's another issue altogether. But this thing is inside you, and it will be nagging you. It'll be telling you, let's say, don't exercise lah, don't work hard lah, give up lah, don't do this. It will always be negative. It will never stop until you conquer it, and most people never conquer it. Right until their old age, most people don't conquer it. Very few people conquer it. So this thing now is causing doubt in you, no? But if you believe it, that's it. If you start to believe, yeah, it's true, I'm not that thing. It's gonna eat you up. Okay, Emma. Emma, tomorrow, if we're gonna have a session tomorrow, I can only make it 8 p.m. So I leave it to you, because Emma, if it's okay, we do it once this week, and then next week can start it twice. Which one you prefer?
Wait, I haven't tuition twice.
Okay, your mom didn't tell you anything. Okay, then never mind. So we assume it's once first. You speak to your mom. You speak to your mom whether you need twice or not. If not, it's okay. Once is okay. Because she was telling me, yeah, okay. All right then. So tomorrow there's nothing, okay? Just a thing, You speak to your mom and ask your mom to get back to me, okay?